Today, it's the National Football League. It's Super Bowl Sunday. We'll see Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions taking on Sam Darnold and the Minnesota Vikings.
No single building has played host to more Super Bowls than this one right here. The Caesars Superdome in the Crescent City of New Orleans. This is Super Bowl 59, and we've got an outstanding matchup on tap. It's the grand finale of the 2024 season on the big stage here in New Orleans. Super Bowl 59 underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the third overall selection back in 2018 from USC. It's Sam Darnold.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
Darnold going to throw right away. Forced out to his left. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Now Darnold. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A first down throw, Darnold finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And that one blown up quickly. as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now it's Darnold. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, understandably, pass rushers keyed up for this Super Bowl, but you can't do that.
And let's face it, no one wants to lose one of these quarterbacks early in this game, so you know they're going to be protected by the officials.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Chance for the first points of this Super Bowl. It's 1st and goal. Jones looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the... No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
They'll try again with Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And his kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there, because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Goff. And incomplete on the deep ball.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Montgomery. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Give him 3 on the gain there, second and goal. We are just getting started here at Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans. 1 quarter in the books. 3-0 is our score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Once more, Montgomery pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be third and goal. Montgomery. Oh, Montgomery just unable to twist free as they hit him short of the line to gain. And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
So the challenge there unsuccessful, and that means that he'll be out of challenges from the remainder of this ball game. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick-6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Extra point forthcoming. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out comes Minnesota. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold going underneath. He's got Hockenson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Darnold to throw again. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Back to throw, Darnold. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. To throw is Darnold. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Play action. It's Darnold. This one swung out here to Jones. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. 2nd and 10. Darnold. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Buying time to his left. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this game. contest.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone.
So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him end with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime.
Now a play fake, and it's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. This is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 55 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. The final shot before break here. Goff. And he slings one that's incomplete. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
That one let go deep for Laporta.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there for Detroit. And even 50 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Goff.
There's Laporta, and he's got it. Touchdown, Lions.
From 17 yards out.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Darnold on first down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Darnold now to throw.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
Only able to gain a couple there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Darnold from the gun.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Give him 11 yards yards that time on the return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
45 yards.
And the Lions will extend their third-quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Vikings.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A play fake, and it's Darnold.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Second down and 10, Darnold. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Off of play action, Darnold.
That one completes a nailer.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Just for baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Pulled in at the 24. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, Goff.
He'll let this go deep for St. Brown.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Detroit. 71 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Here's is Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon.
And the Lions are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now the try here for the point after. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On first down, Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Here's Darnold. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Runs through the contact. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On second down, it's Jones. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Darnold on third down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. So that's the end of 3 here in Super Bowl 59 from Caesars Superdome. The 4th and final quarter coming right up.
We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Darnold. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. They were trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well read, because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. When he's got no blocking in front of him, his guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw the ball at the turf at your running back speed.
It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones.
He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
Ouch. but you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
Darnold from the red zone now. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. Fourth down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. He's got his man. It's taken it for a Viking touchdown. Jalen Naylor from 13 yards. And the Vikings are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. They're going to throw for the 2 with Darnold. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. We get a look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And
a leap, and he will make the catch. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff.
And the Lions have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. Certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. And now, before we get to the extra point, remember, all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field.
Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the fourth quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight.
On 1st and 10, Darnold.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off.
After the interception, here's Goff.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. Touchdown!
Amon-Ra St. Brown
with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Lions are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Jones breaking from the contact. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Darnold. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Darnold. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air again, Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Throwing now, Goff. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And this is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead. And now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up. And he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
That is caught, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second down and a little more than a yard here. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Nightmare of a game continues for this quarterback, brought down with the game already decided. This sack adds insult to injury for him. Multiple turnovers, down by multiple touchdowns, now dumped early in a drive in the final quarter.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Now back to throw. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. That's taken on the 25. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way, and you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle that something will happen, you'll pick up the ball and score, and you'll have a chance one more time and maybe on an onside kick, but not likely.
And the Lions, yes, the Detroit Lions have won the Super Bowl. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
Today on EA Sports, it's Super Bowl Sunday. We'll see Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
When you think about the classic venues to host the NFL's ultimate game, this one's right up near the top of the list. The Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. We are minutes away from Super Bowl 59, and we've got a tremendous matchup in store. It's the grand finale of the 2024 season on the big stage here in New Orleans. Super Bowl 59 underway.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Under center, it's the 2017 Heisman Trophy winner as you get a look at Baker Mayfield.
And he spoke very eloquently and passionately on media day about what a victory here would mean for him. He knows this just isn't any other game. This is the kind of game that stays with you for a lifetime. If there's anyone on this field tonight who's most ready for this moment, I think it's this man right here.
On the first snap, here's Mayfield.
Over the middle to Evans. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. It was just third down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
Yeah, that's just the third play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3-and-out. They did. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Mayfield.
And there's a short one taken in by Otten.
2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now.
Trey Palmer deep for Tampa Bay.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Mayfield. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Mayfield now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
Eluding the pressure right. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing third down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's first and goal. Throwing, Mayfield. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
The safety, Antoine Winfield, got in there that time.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Mayfield to throw it. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a third and goal situation. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Bucky Irving
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Buccaneers are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. So good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10.
On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run here with Irving.
And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. Fighting his way through contact. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. To throw, Mayfield. Airing this one out for Evans. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Mike Evans, 36 yards. And the Buccaneers will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start on the ground with Irving. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. We are just getting started here at Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans. 1 quarter in the books. 14-0 is our score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports.
Now Mayfield.
And his throw here's incomplete. Fair to say it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Inside the 20.
And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. What a moment for him, a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big... I remember because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick 6 in the Super Bowl. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Over the middle, complete. It's Evans. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Mayfield looks to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Now Mayfield.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 37. A good pickup there, a 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. This is caught by Evans. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Baker going to give it to Irving.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, Mayfield escapes the sack. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this will stay a 3-touchdown game. And you just kind of get the sense that this team's been snake-bitten a little bit here. They just have not had anything go their way.
It's like they collectively walked under a ladder on their way into the stadium. What else could go wrong?
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to go up top again. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 49 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Flushed out right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield, a 21-yard touchdown run.
And the Buccaneers continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away, but this one might be over by halftime.
And since you've already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Mayfield on first down. Finding Otten once more.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Play action now. Here's Mayfield.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Yeah, that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Well, a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
From the gun, Mayfield.
And that's going to be incomplete.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up fourth down.
Fourth down, Mayfield.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl as we'll get you over to
one of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half.
in this Super Bowl. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not.
A leap, and he will make the catch.
And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll run the draw with Irving.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll stay on the ground with Irving.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Mayfield now on second down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. Rolling to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this one. He's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Logan Hall is there for the stop. Now that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
Straight ahead, it's Irving.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has now allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
This now a 3rd and 4.
They'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bucs first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. They run out of the gun with Irving. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. So from the 37, here's a 2nd down and 9.
He'll drop to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Looking for Shepard deep. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Sterling Shepard, 60.
heads. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Irving will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the second time of the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
A first down throw for Mayfield. A quick throw there is incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. A shotgun handoff here to Irving. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And taken right at the 35. Fights him off. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. A run up the middle with Irving. Gets around him. Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Bucky Irving with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bucs are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
So that's the end of 3 here in Super Bowl 59 from Caesars Superdome. The fourth and final quarter coming right up.
We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. And this is caught by Evans. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
On the handoff, this is Irving.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Once again, it's Irving.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Levante David in on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Irving.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown.
Cade Otton
from 13 yards out.
And the Bucs are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed watching their execution throughout this contest.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Second down, Mayfield. It's hauled in by Shepard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a...
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
They'll run. This is Irving.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
116 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. A run with Irving. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have won the Super Bowl, and they will hoist the Lombardi Trophy to cap an amazing season. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game.